Hey guys, today we're going to do a video on how to do a dog-on-dog introduction. First thing you want is to get some supplies together in case you have any issues with the two dogs meeting. First, you want to have a shaker can, which is an old Mentos tin, old soda bottle or water bottle with coins or rocks in them. Then a water bottle that has water in it. And then a pet corrector, which you can get off of Amazon, which emits a low sound. And then an air horn, which you want to save for last. So we always have the dogs dragging a leash whenever we do introductions. We do not hold the leash just because it's very unnatural for a dog to be on a leash. A lot of times they feel restricted and trapped. So we don't want them to feel that when they're meeting other dogs because that could cause a fight. So here the dog has a leash on, but he's dragging it. Just in case there's an issue, we can use that to get him back. I'm going to use the squirt bottle here to get him back while I open the door to let the dog come through. And so the dog's going to come on out. You can tell he's curious. And he has a drag leash on as well. And they're just kind of smelling each other. I'm going to try not to intervene. Like if one of them starts humping, I'm not really going to get in between just because we want them to kind of work it out. A lot of times if you step in between them or anything like that, that can cause issues because they can be tense already. A good thing I like to do is I try and get them to start walking around. You don't want them to like to stand in one spot just because that can cause them to get tense and worried. Both of them here are doing perfectly fine. The other dog, Logan, he's really friendly with other dogs, and this is his first time meeting the other dog. So they're still a little apprehensive, but I will use any tools if needed, and they are still looking good. So here we're going to do an introduction with two other dogs. One thing I like to mention is I try not to have them meet right at the door. And by right at the door, I mean sometimes dogs will just stop as soon as you open that door because they get nervous. I'm going to make them go through. I always consider the door as like a hot zone. If there's going to be a fight, a lot of times they happen right there. And he's far enough away, but I almost mean like maybe 5 feet away from the door. Just because the new dog coming out can be nervous. And if they stay in that one spot, their anxiety increases. So just like how I was saying, sometimes I try and get them to move around so they don't stay in one spot. That goes back into that. It just has something to do with getting them moving helps release their anxiety. I don't know what it is, but there's some science behind it. But yeah, so these guys do really good. I would say though, out of all the dog introductions, I would say I maybe have issues 2% of the time. And 1% is the dog immediately goes after the dog. And that's why they have that drag leash, so you can get them apart easily. Or they don't have issues until a little bit time goes on. Those dogs that have a little bit of issues, I might use some of those tools to try and help calm them down or help correct them to help get them socialized with other dogs. I don't necessarily call it unless the dog is actively trying to fight the dog. Again, I know this is hard when you're a beginner. So if you need any help with introductions with your foster dogs, I'm more than happy to help. We also have other staff that can help out as well. This is just a quick little video on how to do introductions off leash, which is what we recommend versus doing them on leash. So if you have any questions, please reach out to training@gatewaypets.org. Thank you. Bye.